Uber Mind presents 8 signs of emotional burnout that you need to know about, according to an expert. If you've ever gone through a prolonged period of heavy stress, whether from your job, a relationship, or major life crisis, then it's possible you've experienced emotional burnout. And while that might sound kind of vague, it's actually very real. There are some signs of emotional burnout that you need to know about, since it can take a serious toll on both your mental and physical health if left unchecked. Emotional exhaustion can leave you feeling emotionally depleted and really tired. You might also feel like, as your stress persists, your coping skills fall by the wayside as you get more and more overwhelmed by challenging circumstances. Highly demanding or toxic work environments, intense and long-term relationship stress, and dealing with chronic illness are just a few instances in which burnout can happen. And it's easy to miss the early warning signs that your capacity to cope is getting maxed out. Different life factors can mean that your stress resilience is stronger at some times, but less so at others. Essentially, we all have limits to how many curveballs we can juggle before something's got to give. If you know that your stress levels are on blast constantly, here are some symptoms of emotional burnout to watch out for. Number 1. Your mood is increasingly down, pessimistic, or irritable. Emotional burnout can affect your mental health in different ways. This psychological reaction to prolonged and acute stress can lead directly to depression or anxiety. And some of its symptoms can lead indirectly to depression or anxiety. For example, disrupted sleep makes us more vulnerable to both depression and anxiety. Emotional burnout happens when you've exceeded your capacity for stress, and feeling this depleted can really affect your mood for the worse. Feelings of hopelessness, depression, and chronic irritability are common with burnout. Number 2. You also feel emotionally numb. Feelings of numbness or detachment are a strong sign that your stress is impacting your mental health. Genuine emotional exhaustion, or burnout, goes way beyond having a bad day or two. If you're feeling emotionally numb, or disconnected from what's around you, that's a sign that you're experiencing some pretty major distress. Checking in with a trusted therapist or friend, or both, might help you get to the root of these issues, as you get support in the process. Number 3. You feel unmotivated. Emotional burnout can put a heavy damper on your motivation. If you're feeling an absence of enthusiasm for your job, relationships, or projects you used to be excited about, then burnout might be sapping your energy reserves. Number 4. You feel like a failure. The key signs of emotional burnout are feeling stuck, helpless, and hopeless. Julie Frager, writing for Healthline, wrote that burned out people might feel like they have nothing left to give, and may have a sense of dread about work and relationships. Emotional burnout can leave you feeling like your best efforts aren't holding up under the demands of your situation, so you may feel discouraged and ineffective as a result. Number 5. You're really tired. Emotional burnout is, by definition, draining on multiple levels. Emotionally exhausted people might feel trapped by the circumstances, and the cumulative toll of this level of stress can leave you feeling extremely physically tired. Since emotional burnout can have some serious consequences for your health on various levels, it's important to note if you're having trouble sleeping, or if your energy levels are significantly decreasing over time. Make sure to check in with your doctor if your stress is starting to affect you physically. Number 6. You can't concentrate. Brain fog is common in people with emotional exhaustion. Research shows that burnout can seriously harm your cognitive capacity, and you might have trouble focusing your attention, remembering things, or making plans as a result. Cognitively, those of us suffering from emotional exhaustion may have trouble concentrating, feel a sense of dread, or become scattered in our thinking. Number 7. You're isolating yourself, or calling in sick a lot. It's important to look for signs of burnout or emotional exhaustion in friends or partners who are in notoriously high-stress occupations or education and training programs. In addition, some personal situations can lead to emotional exhaustion. A protracted, hostile divorce, caring for a disabled, chronically or terminally ill child, spouse, or parent. If you find that you're avoiding work, friends, or your partner, and are isolating yourself more overall, it might be a sign that stress is affecting your relationships and mental health. Last but not least, number 8. Your stress is hurting your relationships. While supportive, close relationships can be essential for those of us experiencing emotional exhaustion. It can be hard for partners or close friends to understand why we might seem negative, withdrawn, even help rejecting. Dealing with an emotionally burnout significant other or friend is much like dealing with a depressed person. If your work performance or close relationships are suffering as a result of your stress, it might be worth your time to seek out a therapist who can help you navigate your burnout symptoms. If you're dealing with emotional exhaustion, first, it's helpful to examine the root causes of your overwhelm and distress. If work or family life are contributing to your burnout, take a look at which factors are permanent, as opposed to those you can modify. While addressing the causes of burnout may take some effort to navigate, getting support from people you can rely on, while aiming to change your circumstances for the better in the ways that you can control, can help you heal and find your way forward in time. So, was this video helpful? Let us know in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and share with your friends, so we can keep making them. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell. Also, be sure to check our other videos as well. Thanks for watching.